This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the Swamp, the home of the Florida Gators. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kirkstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Wrap down the middle. It's Little. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
It's caught in the crossing path. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Gets made on the outbound. And powering through a tackle. He made the stop after a big gain. All the way to 34.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
The 50-yard field goal miss sets up the offense around the 33. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The shotgun running play call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the 1st down.
Second down play coming up. QB keeper all the way. To the 45. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but the offense has a 1st down now at the 21.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's 3rd and goal. getting so much closer to punching it in.
After this long drive, you hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's fourth down from the 4. They're going for it. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tied.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff from the shotgun. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And that one's picked off. What a play.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Ball handed off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Toss play to the outside. He breaks free. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Alabama. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The running back here on a direct snap. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Your 2nd down. And the tailback's got it again. First down and more. He's still running. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
What a nice first down here by this running back. And what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Redd and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Looking deep downfield to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs, only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's caught. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Wide open downfield. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. They're going to run it here. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run it on the toss. He gets loose. He's in the clear at the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bama.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the return. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And the Gators will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. The tight end makes the catch downfield. We saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here.
Let's go.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
27, jump.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. past the marker and still going. Here he goes. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offense.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset or controller. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead.
That makes the score Alabama 28-0.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The gain moves the ball to the 34. The Gators come to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down play coming up for this offense.
Green 25.
Looking to throw here. It's an out route, the catch made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made with the tight end on a corner route. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Coming up, second down and goal. Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Looks left and finds his target there. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that one straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Returner looking to make a play here. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Going again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. He makes the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Back in motion now. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the quarterback dropping back. Gets made on the out route. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. And the Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quick throw caught over the middle. Touchdown, Florida. They connect for 6.
Well, this first half has been a disaster for this offense, but this touchdown is big. Hopefully it can build some momentum for them when they come back out for the second half.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt.
Here we go. Set.
There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Now here's the toss play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. They're going to run it. Running through the tackle. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch made in space. Look out. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking deep down the left side. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes on quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. There's contact on the throw. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the 1st half clock. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. He's got it in the open. Good enough for 1st down yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Short pass finds the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Good short throw to the back, an easy completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
So out comes the field goal team from a long way out. They are putting a whole lot of faith in this kicker. He missed it. Off target that time. And the lead is still 23 off the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least. 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offense coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
A waste of time.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it.
On the set.
Gonna do this. We got this.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. He gets the first and still going. The senior calls his own number, picks up the 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. past the 40. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle made after just a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll give it to the running back. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Becomes an important third down play. The coach does not want to send the field goal kicker out there after what happened last time. Looks right for a quick completion. Able to convert on third down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's... And they deliver.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll toss it to the right side. It's going to be a loss on the play. Full set of bounds. Great play by the defense. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays with this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now, 2nd and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
First and goal, handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only did they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Goal line formation for the defense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. Now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run out from the gun. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Little. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The Gators pick up enough yardage for a first down. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, that's going to be enough for the first down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this is something they do. Let's see how well they defend it.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Little. He gain enough to set up first down now at the 39. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
22-1.
Inside give now from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Gators looking to run some tempo here. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock. And they do that again. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. From the shadow of their goal line, looking to throw it. Makes a quick catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. He hands it to the back. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. The Gators will line up on first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Pounding away with the run game. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made on the left side. He will head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And here's the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Give it to the back again. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Important 3rd down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Green 25.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Toss play, running right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. On the ground, it's Jackson. The junior able to bring him down quickly. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Working for the tight end, and it's caught. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He finds some space.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And off in a single back formation. The Gators fail to get a third down stop again.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down.
Oh, man, there's nothing like taking a knee on the road to run out the clock and take home a victory. Because you know, they've been hearing it all game long from these fans on the road. And this time, they get to go home with a W.